So today is a big day because we have to start having the children write their sponsor letters to their sponsors, and it's quite an important part of it, I've noticed, because we've had a few sponsors who cancel their sponsorship, and I think it's because they don't feel that they're interacting with the children enough. So we are, at this particular school, we support 190 children altogether, so Barry, we've got a big job ahead of us. So we've got at the class, hold on, we have at the class 41 kids in this one. It's supposed to be 60 though. Now this is a problem I have when we do the letters, is that the children here, it's different because there's high levels of sickness. There are instances, as you all know, of child labour. If families have a lull and they don't have any money, they'll take the child out of school and put them back to labour. Now your sponsorship's supposed to stop that, but even when we do deliver food, some families will still take the child away to labour because they can also earn extra money from that. You know, these are people who can't afford anything, and they were raised as children who would labour, so they don't see a benefit in education. So it's part of this year's tactic for me is educating the parents as well. But for those remaining, they are writing letters, cards and thank yous to the sponsors. And this is 60, so we have 480 something to go. It'll be a big day. If you follow Facebook much, you might recognise that young lady from a few weeks ago, because I was in the surgery ward with her because she had suspected appendicitis, which turned out to be typhoid. So thankfully they never whipped her appendix out, but I said in that post that you would have to rethink your image of hell to incorporate that place in the hospital where they put this child. So I left her and her mother there with such a heavy heart, but she's fitting well now because she has free medical care, which her family can't afford without the sponsorship from, I forget who our sponsor is right now, but from you guys that allows for that to happen. So I'm going to have to leave this lot. Swearing. Bye. Bye. I need to leave this lot because I've got a huge day. As always, I need to head to the Street Children Centre. I have to take Hafsa to the market because Hafsa does the shopping for Feather's Tail. And she just reminded me that it's Monday, so they don't have any food for the week, so we need to go there. And I also have to visit social welfare today because we are trying to re-register our charity in the UK as a charitable corporation. So I'm Jambo. And to do that I have to have all the documents from social welfare to say that the children are in our care. So I need to go and get that sorted out. I also need to sort out health insurance for several of the children. And also, would you believe, we had a... Habari? Nzuri. Would you believe... Oh wow. We visited intensive care the other day at KCMC, and whilst we were there, whilst we were at intensive care, they told us that they have 3 children who need an operation. They're all less than a month old, spina bifida and stuff like this, and the children would have died without an operation, and the hospital weren't allowed to operate without the bill. So we need to pay that bill for those children as well. This is where we have trouble with finance, because you can't say no to 3 children who are less than a month old who are going to die without an operation. So you just have to spend what you've got and hope that it comes back in. But at the moment, with everything that's going on, we are spending a fortune. So our bank balance is slowly but surely heading towards nil. But I said that a few weeks ago, and then God provided me the money to open the Street Children's Centre, so let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Okay. So, next port of call, had to call in, see these little troublemakers. I've also got a new member of staff, whose name is Alex, and he's starting out great, so we'll see how he goes. This is he. Modest, you all know. The rest of the boys at the centres. So yeah, we have a different setup to the other centres. The other centres put Tanzanian, predominantly women, in charge of the children, and they just run around with sticks beating them and just causing mayhem. What I've done is use the Big Brother system. So our staff members are Big Brothers. Habari Baba? Willie? Work's still ongoing, tiling and stuff like this, so it's a tip in areas, as you can see. So we're having a system which is a Big Brother system, if you like, for want of a better way of putting it, because they'll have a big sister eventually. But what I'm having is the men, the staff who are working with them are all men at the moment who are working close with them, whereas a female would normally do it in Tanzania. So I've got Hillary, Modest, who's lived on the street, and now Alex as well. And they are living at the centre with the children. And because of that, they have a real bond with them. So there's not as much trouble already. So of course there's the constant mischief which is going on. And we've had a few fights and stuff, but that's just natural coming from the street. So we have another Big Brother living at the centre, as I've been calling him. And it's working, as I say. It's working. Hey!
Take the brakes off your teeth!
Hey, we're watching Tom and Jerry.
I know you have just
Tom and Jerry.
Ticky-tock, kid! You don't have another month. The record
Willie.
arrives tomorrow morning. Yep, come 9
So the boys have been drawing a picture of Baba Wanyama. So this is me. They do some sweet things, but I've just had some quite bad news here. Let me see. 17. Okay. So, had some bad news today. This is the CD4. Rosie, sorry, can you answer this one? This is the CD4 of one of the boys with us, which is a measure of how strong your immune system is. And he's been diagnosed with HIV, so we do the CD4 to work out how strong his immune system is, because he might catch things, whereas he wouldn't normally. So the average human's CD4 count is around about 1,500. When you go below 200, they say you're in the danger zone because you're going to develop into the AIDS stage. The lowest I've seen is just over 200. And this is his CD4. I've never seen a CD4 this low. Ever. I don't know. It basically means he can catch everything. Anything and everything, so unbelievable. I don't know, if he hadn't come here he certainly would have died on the street, but I don't know how he's walking around like this. I really don't. So, now it's targeted nutrition. I'm going to call the homeopathy people, and of course we're getting him on the ARVs as well, antiretrovirals, which should help him. But we just need to slowly find out exactly where the virus is, and hopefully it hasn't took a hold as the AIDS stage. Poor little guy, I just don't understand. I don't understand how he's been walking around. I really don't. I truly don't. I was just about to leave. I'm not very well again, and I've just had a phone call from someone saying there's a dog locked in a cage. And it's not getting fed or given any water. So it looks like I've got a dog to rescue before I do anything. It's just a bottomless pit of need in this country sometimes, truly is. And I really am exhausted at the moment. I'm close to losing my temper with the universe. There was a dog starving in here. We've called this one Hope because it was right next to Good Hope School. What a sorry state of affairs Hope is in though. Poor little lady. So, today, I said today I would have a quiet day, but up to now we have a rescued dog in the back which is in a very, very sorry state of affairs. And I threatened the woman with the police, which was an empty threat because the police would never come for a dog here. But she eventually caved because she was trying to get an extortionate amount of money for her dog, but she caved in the end anyway. So we have two new residents because Coleman is coming to live with us, and so is this dog. Now I can go home and get some rest and have a long overdue hot bath from a bucket and a shave and go to sleep is my plan. So